The world of Islamic scholarship was shaken in September 2024. Tariq Ramadan, a prominent and often controversial figure, was convicted of rape by a Swiss court. This verdict sent shockwaves through his supporters and detractors alike. Ramadan, known for his intellectual prowess and complex relationship with the West, now faced a very different kind of scrutiny. The conviction, stemming from an incident in 2008, raised questions about power, accountability, and the very nature of justice. Ramadan's case has been closely watched, not just within academic circles but also by the wider public. His teachings, often seen as a bridge between Islamic tradition and Western modernity, attracted both admiration and criticism. This conviction, however, thrust him into the heart of the #Me Too movement, a global reckoning with sexual assault and the abuse of power. The accusations against Ramadan were serious, involving allegations of rape and sexual coercion. The court proceedings were lengthy and complex, marked by conflicting accounts and legal challenges. The case highlighted the difficulties of navigating such sensitive allegations, particularly when the accused holds a position of influence and authority. This essay delves into the intricacies of Tariq Ramadan's conviction, examining the legal proceedings, the evidence presented, and his defense. It also explores the broader implications of this case, considering its impact on public perception, Ramadan's legacy, and the ongoing conversation about justice and accountability in cases of sexual assault. At the heart of the case against Tariq Ramadan is an incident that allegedly took place in October 2008. A Swiss woman, identified as Brigitte to protect her identity, accused Ramadan of raping her in a Geneva hotel room. Brigitte, a convert to Islam, claimed to have met Ramadan at a book signing earlier that year. According to Brigitte's account, Ramadan had contacted her after the book signing and arranged to meet in Geneva. She alleged that during their encounter in the hotel room, Ramadan became physically and sexually aggressive, subjecting her to repeated rape and violent acts. Brigitte's testimony painted a harrowing picture of the night in question. She described feeling trapped and powerless against Ramadan's advances. Her account of the events formed the crux of the prosecution's case, alleging that Ramadan had exploited his position of power and influence to coerce her into a sexual encounter against her will. The prosecution argued that Brigitte's conversion to Islam was a factor in her vulnerability. They suggested that she may have initially been drawn to Ramadan's teachings and saw him as a spiritual guide. This trust, they posited, was then allegedly exploited by Ramadan for his own gratification. The prosecution sought to portray Brigitte as a victim who had been manipulated and abused by a man she had initially respected and admired. The legal journey of Tariq Ramadan's case has been marked by twists and turns. Initially in May 2023, a lower Swiss court acquitted Ramadan of all charges related to the 2008 incident. The court cited insufficient evidence to convict, leading Ramadan's supporters to declare his innocence. However, this acquittal was short-lived. The prosecution appealed the decision, and in August 2024, a Geneva appeals court overturned the previous ruling. The appeals court, after reviewing additional evidence and witness testimonies, found Ramadan guilty of rape and sexual coercion. Central to the appeals court's decision was their assessment of Brigitte's credibility as a witness. The court found her testimony to be consistent and credible, despite attempts by the defense to discredit her account. Additionally, the court cited medical reports and expert opinions that supported Brigitte's claims of sexual violence. The appeals court also considered the power dynamics at play, acknowledging Ramadan's prominent status as a scholar and public figure. They argued that this power imbalance could have made it difficult for Brigitte to resist his advances or speak out sooner. This shift from acquittal to conviction underscored the complexities of such cases, where evidence is often contested, and the court's interpretation of that evidence plays a pivotal role. Section 4. A vehement defense, Ramadan's claims of innocence. Throughout the legal proceedings, Tariq Ramadan has vehemently denied all allegations against him. He maintains that the encounter with Brigitte in the Geneva hotel room was entirely consensual. Ramadan claims that it was Brigitte who initiated the sexual contact and that he ended the encounter quickly. Ramadan's defense team argued that Brigitte's accusations were fabricated, motivated by a desire for revenge or financial gain. They attempted to portray her as an unreliable witness, pointing to inconsistencies in her account and suggesting that she had changed her story over time. Furthermore, Ramadan's lawyers argued that the prosecution's case was weak and lacked concrete evidence. They claimed that the prosecution had relied heavily on Brigitte's testimony, while failing to present any physical evidence or corroborating witnesses to support her allegations. Ramadan himself has framed the accusations as a trap, suggesting that he was targeted because of his high profile and controversial views. He has maintained his innocence throughout, vowing to appeal the conviction and clear his name.